What can you learn from the biggest ball shaving company in the world as a dropshipper? Well, they're actually doing quite a few things right, and they also started out as dropshippers, which basically went overkill with all the marketing they did. They're literally sponsored by the UFC, tons of athletes, and they're just going crazy with the amount of money they spend on ads. So obviously they must be doing something right, and today we're going to analyze exactly what that is. So very first of all, if we take a look at the website, what they're doing extremely well is just having bundles and tons of different offers which people can get. Obviously, you can see that initially, if you just want to have the ball shaver, you're gonna buy everything. Basically, the first thing you see is the shaver, some nose things, some deodorant, underwear. It's all inside of the package, and that's what they offer you first. It was actually not that easy to only buy the trimmer by itself. That is really good, because by just doing that and by not allowing any other options or making it more difficult to buy only that one, it's going to be a significant increase in average order value. The other thing is, if you just keep scrolling, they have so many downsells and different offers because they understand that if somebody is scrolling so much, they are not 100% sure about the offer. And if they see something and they're not 100% sure, then they offer them something else, and then something else, and then something else. And you just keep scrolling and you have different offers, and something is going to appeal to you. And it's just done so well because you need to scroll to the very bottom, and those are normally the people who are most unsure. And then basically they do have the option to only buy the trimmer. And if you click on add to cart with just adding one of the pieces, you're gonna have tons of pre-purchase upsells. You can just scroll and scroll and scroll because they have so many different offers. And one very cheeky thing they do, which most of you probably didn't even notice, is all of this is a subscription. If you look closely, under every single offer they have, they're basically gonna say your peak hygiene plan includes a fresh blade refill and an additional product of your choice billed at $18.99 plus tax every 3 months. No commitment, cancel anytime. Doesn't matter what you select, you get this cheeky little subscription, which is very unnoticeable. First of all, I assume most people don't even know that they subscribe. Secondly, the smart thing they did is that it's billed every 3 months. And if you're billed only every 3 months, the amount of people who are going to cancel is way lower, especially if they don't really understand. They bought some kind of subscription, they basically forgot about it, and 3 months later, they get charged $18. And the interesting thing about it is they actually get something for it, and they might like it. And if they do, they don't cancel. And if they don't, most people still don't cancel because they're lazy. The other thing they're doing is they're sponsoring tons of MMA fighters. And obviously, it's such a good audience overlap because number one, it's predominantly males who watch it. And number two, they kind of associate their brand with really cool people who most men look up to. Now, if we look at their ad library, you're gonna see the amount of ads they have is just crazy. And they basically have so many different angles of pictures, of videos, more professional, more review style, not looking professional at all. Then they have more funny ads, funny pictures, which also cause a lot of controversy. Obviously, a picture like this is gonna cause tons of people commenting, and basically it gives them so much room for all of those jokes, which basically can be interpreted in a different way. Also, let's talk about how well they're doing with not getting blocked by Facebook, because even though there's so many sexual jokes, there are still no blocks here. And the reason for that is obviously they have very stable accounts, they're huge brands, whatever. But what they're also doing is definitely keeping up with the policy. If you look at the things they're actually saying, they're always working around the words, which could be problematic. So to sum it up, what I would personally say is the best thing they're doing in general is the upsell. And I'm 100% sure the average order value they're having is really high, especially with the subscription and all the bundles they have. They basically position them in a way where it just makes sense to have a subscription, where you basically have refillable, replaceable products, which you need to replace every couple of months. One last thing I want to mention here is we still have open spots in our mentoring program. So if you want to join, click the link below. I'm going to guide you through building a successful dropshipping business. If you're interested, click the link below. And if no, then see you in the next video.